up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They get this out left. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. First carry here for Philip Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
First down, Steelers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4. At the
last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Lindsay, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsay. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
On for the point after.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. Coat, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tackle made by Devin.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down now, Coates. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson now. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
1-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down. and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Going for it all. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Kenny Golladay. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Coat. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Jackson's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
makes the score Ravens 20, Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. On first down, it's Lindsey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
30, Philip Lindsey.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jackson, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one...
Now a hit and a loose football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From the 31, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. He'll give that complete to Alberto. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defense.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run with a rookie 2nd rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 27. Justin Tucker to kick off 4 balls.
Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Pass complete to Kenny Galladay. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Ravens 27.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jackson off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off play action. Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Open man is Galladay, complete.
Jackson.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd down.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
37.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Back to you. Watch the ship.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
10. And a Steeler first down. Tonight's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.